You remember?
Oh, welcome to the Critic Corp Season 4, Episode 7 discussion. I am here as your host, Jordan, joined by the one and only Eric. We also got Toke over here, Malcolm.
How's it going, guys? Welcome back.
Howdy, howdy.
We're
Here
about
again for another Westworld talk.
Let's talk this shit. Let's talk. This is Willie's world, and we're all just living in it.
It's Willie's world. Willie's
The man in
world.
black has returned. Oh my god.
Bro.
I wasn't expecting him to.
Take out everybody.
Yeah, like I knew
Like,
he was
literally.
building his own subconscious and everything now, and like something was gonna happen,
Dude,
but I didn't think he would turn it into a free for all.
he just killed everybody.
Like,
Literally. Literally, like,
in one go.
I was like, man, it happened so quickly. I didn't even think the whole time. I thought Bernard was like already on the mission, but he caught him slipping too. It was over with. I'm like, damn, this boy
so
Willie really finesse. Like I called it. I said it last time. I was like, well,
that's
he
the
gonna
facts,
find his
man.
friend.
So unpopular opinion, I'm gonna call now. Speaking of Bernard, I think he was playing with fucking Stubbs. All right, I think Stubbs is gonna be one of the few to survive this whole entire thing. I think that was just his last way of fucking with him before he died.
I really hope so. I love Stubbs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
seeing that
we
he's
lost
made it the
Bernard
whole
for sure.
time, it makes me happy.
I think that we're gonna get both Maeve and Christina Hale back, or Dolores Hale back. And they were more leaning into the fact that this was gonna be the last of Bernard, I feel like.
Yeah,
Like I feel
more
like
specifically, like with the Christina Hale thing. So she's not real.
no. She's just like
So
simulation.
So if she's like a simulation, like a program that's like we could call her like a hologram that some people could see, some people
Almost
can't,
like
right?
yeah.
Or like a ghost in the system, right?
Yep, exactly.
But
Yeah,
like, does that
she's
mean
just
that's
like,
what Hetty is?
I think this is kind of my one problem with the episode until they explain it. Like, how the fuck is there this thing just roaming the streets?
Yeah.
Like the
And people can
technological.
talk to it and interface with it. Like,
This is just me like griping as like more. How is this even possible? It's science fiction, so I guess it really doesn't have to make too much sense. But I guess it just kind of bothered me a little bit.
well, I guess theoretically, because they all have the bugs in their brain, they can end up they can make her visible when they want her to be visible.
Yeah.
So like they can't see her because they're programmed right now to just do their free for all kill each other mode.
yeah,
So they're not programmed to interact with her. My thoughts on like solving that like problem.
I mean, right from the get go, you knew this episode was about to be a trip because they were looping hard this episode.
yes, bro. When it just kept going through the fucking all the possibilities,
Yeah.
all the possibilities with Bernard,
Yep.
and I already knew once they started showing him in his head, it was over. I'm like, this about to be his last episode, bro.
I wish we would have gotten to see a scene with Dolores and Bernard again.
He was
I
like,
wanted to see that Christina Dolores with Bernard, bro.
Yeah,
That one would have been interesting.
That's the one I was more meaning.
Yeah, if we saw like a Bernard like Dolores in like the afterlife, that would be dope too, though. I'd be with that. I wouldn't be like opposed to it.
What is the afterlife called again? They've been referring to
The Sublime?
Yeah, the Sublime. Thank you.
Or are you talking about like the transcendence that like Dolores Hale has been talking
No,
about?
I'm talking about the Sublime. Which, speaking of that, did you see like that huge crack right above the dam?
Because he opened it before like they left.
Yeah.
So I'm
Yeah.
wondering, he opened it that way after everything is all done. Hopefully, everyone will be able to retreat to Sublime.
I'm wondering how this is all gonna go down because
Like,
they're talking about extinction and shit. So I'm wondering how they're gonna continue after this season, or if they're going to, or whatever.
it
Really?
might just be the people that make it to the Sublime live, and then like the rest of the humans that remain
Yeah.
start their new world. If it gets that far, or because it's Westworld and crazy shit happens all the time, they could just lose.
So quick
Well, see,
question.
I think they're gonna just rebuild into another, another simulation of Westworld. They just don't evolve even higher. Like you said, like William said, he said, you know, you're gonna miss it, Bernard. We're gonna reach our highest. We're gonna reach, levels that we
Yeah,
never
because
reached
it'll just be
before.
all the cockroaches left.
He said we're gonna reach that level we never reached before, like highest potential. You're not
So
gonna
quick
be
question, guys. If you could be a host for one person, who would it be?
Like from the show or in real life.
In real life,
Oh,
who would you like to live in the life of for one day as their host? Like take over.
I don't know, Jordy. Give me a second to think. You proposed the question. What's your person? I
Right.
gotta think about this. Ryan Reynolds?
Yep, absolutely.
That's a solid answer right there.
That's my thought.
uh,
I had that one right off rip. You thought you were gonna catch me slipping.
Uh, bro, I would pick because they don't have to technically be like alive or dead now,
Just
you
don't say
know, and like
Ezra Miller. Maybe
no,
you'd be
no,
doing
no.
some good
You
taking over for
ass.
Ezra Miller.
I don't want to embody that image at all.
At least the Flash would get released at this point.
You got it there. I mean, I'd have to say, I don't know if you guys know who Chuck Yeager is. He's the guy that first like broke the sound barrier, like for planes, you know, like in aviation.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Right. That makes sense for you.
I think that would be so cool, bro. Like be able to like be a host version of him or Tom Cruise, because at that point I'm doing all the crazy movies. I got this sweet run in all of my movies. Makes it look like I'm just on a mission from God. Then I get to fly on these planes. Like I said, I just really want to fly on these planes, guys. That's all.
Joke.
I don't know. It's a hard one.
Gotta answer. We can't get back to
Yeah, you
talking.
gotta get something, man. We'll carry it back to you. But
You're not gonna edit.
no, I wanna circle to the whole what is Teddy? Is Teddy a host or is Teddy whatever Christina Dolores is? Like a ghost thingy.
Teddy,
Just
Teddy is. I
type.
think he's just like Dolores.
Yeah.
Oh, he's just there, but he's not.
That's how he has like all the information.
Yeah, that's how he still remembers his whole. He still has his whole memory. That's how he still has his whole memory and knows what he started out to do instead of just living a whole simulation.
No, I agree.
That almost makes me confused in a way. Well, I guess they did explain it how it was just the people that saw her and stuff. because I was
Yeah, it's like it's the bugs in the brain, like they're
yeah,
programmable.
they make
So
them
like
scared. I was gonna say
it's all
because
depends
she's
on what you,
interacting with quite a
yeah.
few people, but now that makes sense. Never mind. I explained it to myself in my head.
Mhm.
Mm.
And that's how these things are. You talk it out. It starts to make a little bit of sense. Then Westworld just yanks that rug right out from under you again, boy. Starts from scratch.
What's her roommate's name again?
Oh, I am not sure, but that will definitely be an interesting one. Like, what's her roommate story? Is her roommate human?
I think her roommate's human because they kind of reference it when
And
she's
the
talking
bugs
about
from
the
like, yeah.
so that might just be like a thing.
So that could be like her main interaction, like her main contact point each day,
Yeah.
like to make sure the system's still running like smoothly, you know?
Yeah, I'm wondering why they don't have like more control over her or keep a closer watch and everything, just for the
Yeah.
fact that she has so much power in this like city.
Yeah, well, she was created by. Actually, this begs the question: do you think she was created on purpose by Dolores Hale, or
Oh,
do you think it was
now we
she
might
was an accident that like Dolores Hale can't control, so she's just trying to
it's like a
handle
fail
her?
safe.
Yeah,
Mm.
That could be a thing. That could for
Uh,
sure be a thing.
the
because the more I'm thinking about it, it's like I feel like
a high possibility.
she doesn't know like how that happened, like how she was created.
Yeah, that's tough.
Hmm.
I genuinely don't know where we're going next week.
It's all theorizing at this point, like with what they accomplished in this episode. When you ended up messaging the
Yeah,
chat earlier, Malcolm, going,
yes, bro.
I rewound.
Oh, I had to rewind it so many times. It
Dude,
was. I'm like,
it
what is?
started so fast.
I'm like, what is going on? Like, how's like Caleb even? I thought he was supposed to even like. I thought he was supposed to die again. Pretty much. Well, he's gonna die soon, isn't he?
Um, I don't. They never really technically showed that they deteriorate. I don't think, or they might have with the last episode. I'm not really sure if they were
You
hinting at.
could tell
I think
his
he
body
is.
was
'Cause
like starting to get the shape.
he's a test.
The
He's
only
like
thing with
test
that,
of
the damage I thought that he sustained was just from the fights that he like got into.
The mind starts to break down over time. It's
Oh,
not the body, it's the mind.
that makes sense. So yeah,
So
we're
like,
he was just a test. Like he was a test subject. He
but
wasn't
he's
like
279.
he wasn't like the rest of the world. He wasn't like a part of the rest of the world. He was just a test subject, really.
I think it'll be okay though, because
Or,
something about them referencing like him being like number 279 and like her burning all of the other ones makes it seem like maybe she's like got it pretty much dialed in now. Like he's lasted the longest out of all the others, right? So maybe like this one could be good. Like they might not need to make another Caleb. Being optimistic.
um
Most definitely.
so,
So for those that don't know, Jordan is just roasting Malcolm in the chat, saying that the host version of him's got a little bit more muscle.
he's been hitting
These boys are playing a little bit too hard right now, guys.
all right, yeah, we're getting sidetracked. Back on to the topic. Um,
On to the main points here.
so with the whole William thing, let's just start with kill number one. of real William. I
William,
I thought that scene was dope. Seeing Will Harris
It
act.
was definitely passion. You
Uh,
could tell he wanted to fully embody William, and he was like, "It's go time."
he is the new Man in Black.
Yep.
He put on the
yeah,
full head and got the persona again.
like you see, he smiled when he killed him too. He was
Yeah.
like, I was
It seems
like,
like
that's
he's
when I knew.
Dolores William.
That's when
So
I
he is
knew.
okay with killing himself.
Yeah, he is technically like a copy of Dolores.
Yeah, kinda in a sort of way, but
But I
I'm
think
glad.
he's more like William at this point, or at least more influenced by William.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'd say just about the same there. Because like ever since the beginning of like this series, you hear them talking about like the hosts are getting infected by the humans. Like they're infecting their minds. So like I think the hosts are like being like they're humanizing themselves like with the humans, like and like building that relationship and going like, damn, this is rough. Like we're doing to them like what we hated.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um.
'cause when he went back to him and asked him like, "Who am I?" and he
Yeah.
just kept telling him, "You're
Yeah. I
telling
feel
me."
like
He's been infected in the mind. He doesn't know who he is anymore.
it's that.
Uh, you're looking in the mirror, you know,
It's that question that humans deal with all the time. Why are we here?
finish the job, you know.
Yeah, you can tell that they're having like an existential crisis through the host, like almost a religious type thing going on with them,
Literally.
which is Dolores basically Jesus now.
You know,
And then there's
that's a good point.
you got
She's been the savior for a while, and like the savior reborn, like,
maybe it's
and
stuff.
now she's like the Holy Spirit. I'm
And then
like, for those of you that
God.
are like,
She like
for
that.
all of
She
you
like
that are religious watching, listen, I mean no offense. We're just trying to draw similarities in here.
Some
Don't be
parallel.
soft about things.
I mean, with how this show's going, I almost feel like that's what they're leading to. You know what I mean?
Hmm. Well, they talked about it earlier. God is bored.
she's like
Now
she's
God
like
is
the
dead.
guardian, like the guardian angel, you know,
God is dead.
of the world,
Is God?
Westworld.
That's the question now. I genuinely have no idea like on how to theorize for next week because all my theories going into the season finale were with Hale still as the main villain. So we're shit out of luck there.
We've seen hosts take headshots before, though.
Oh yeah.
So I don't think just because they were shot in the head. Plus, if you looked at how Hale was shot compared to how Maeve was shot, Maeve was more through and through. Hale was more like off the side.
And are we also not gonna talk about the fact that they have all the hosts,
They did. They did.
the
Yeah.
like all the memories and personalities and shit, like all of their data. So they can
Yeah,
literally bring back anybody at this point.
that's a fair point.
Willie shot their ass right through the dome, bro.
He wasn't
They
playing, bro.
Data stored in the dam where they keep on visiting at the beginning, where it's
yeah,
the Sublime.
Yeah,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
There's
I
a,
agree.
there's just a lot of ways that this could end. Like we talked about, it started off like hot. This whole episode like kept you through and through. I was entertained and captivated the whole entire time. I don't know about y'all. I didn't know what was really like gonna happen next when I saw Hale was trying to transcend already. I thought that was interesting. Like she was gonna
Yeah,
be first to go.
like she
Like,
was putting everything down,
hmm
like ending her. She's
yeah,
there, like her work is just done.
And how she was
yeah,
almost reluctant to transcend right before.
yeah. She gave up on the world, bro.
Well, no,
Yeah,
even before that, like well, not before, right before she was about to like get the one ball taken out of her human form, she was like
Mhm.
reluctant. She was holding on to the table and stuff. She was scared.
I
yeah,
mean, it's she didn't want to like give up the world, but she's done with the world. I think though, because like
But I also think that,
she's nervous to let go, but knows that like she needs to move on.
but I also think it's drawing an interesting parallel to like people's faith, and I think this one like is drawing a lot of parallels like with religion, like people's faith, and like right before they die they do get scared no matter like if they have those religious beliefs or not. Like she doesn't know if it's gonna work with her transcending and stuff.
That's fair.
Like she's afraid to leave her human body, like her human form.
Yeah, it's the fear of not knowing what's next.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing with the show. It always has like some sort of religious parallels or parallels to other storytelling.
Hmm. They always talk about like you love to play God or
Yeah,
that type of like even Nate was saying like here you are again trying to play God like now for the humans.
yeah.
literally. Or no, I just kept saying we not gonna win. We not gonna win. We just fighting for another another speck of the world. Like he told me like, will you still help me? You know, he
I was
figured.
really glad to see Maeve didn't just ditch, you know. A part of me was thinking she was just gonna bail and Bernard was gonna have to wing the shit on his own.
Oh
Like
no,
and
of
then
course
Maeve
we
was
go.
gonna like come back in at the end in like the season finale. But like,
Instead,
oh man,
dies.
yeah, there is that
No,
small part that was like
I
she's
knew she
just gonna
wasn't
be
gonna.
like deuces.
I knew she wasn't gonna bail.
I'm wondering how this season's gonna conclude. I
Um,
I'm along.
now that
I don't know where to.
Christina's a ghost like simulation, or if that's like kind of confirmed pretty much, I would just say like I have no clue how that whole situation will end with her and Teddy anymore. Um, I think it will come down to since the doorway to the sublime is open, once they finish like trying to save all like or turn all the other humans into outliers,
Mhm.
then whatever hosts aren't okay with going to the sublime to live their better life will be like executed and it'll just be the outliers world to live after that.
Yeah, I
Yeah, all liars I feel like gonna take over
Especially if this is the last season.
at one point. They
we're
just gonna.
talking extinction level stuff. Like I don't think any humans might get through this one.
I mean,
I think there's a real chance that all humans get eliminated this season.
But they're talking about starting over again
the
though. Like for the
outliers are
humans to
hosts.
start over. The
Yeah,
outliers are what?
I guess it would be hard to
That's
kill off all the humans, to be honest.
what I'm saying because the outliers are still our hosts are still considered like a host at the end of the day. So
Yeah.
yeah, it'd be crazy.
For sure.
All right, so we're gonna do
A
final.
lot,
Oh,
Yeah,
a lot of people will get murdered.
yeah. Oh yeah, at the end of the episode when they
Oh yeah,
do the
that shit crazy.
bro. Oh my god. When everybody
Here's my
just
quote. Do you need a belt around your neck now?
literally started trying to choke him down. Then they was shooting at his daughter and shit. I'm
Yep.
like, bro.
I wonder where she got shot. Was it the leg or was it like in the side? Like,
I think it was like in the leg. Yeah, I think it was in the leg.
yeah.
I
Well,
didn't.
anyways, now let's wrap her up with the final score. All right. I'm gonna say for this one, I'm gonna say A plus because more towards the A plus. I was captivated the entire time. I was entertained. I didn't know what happened next, and it left me off with a cliffhanger. I don't know what to expect with Christina Dolores or with Teddy anymore.
I will probably go A minus. Still great
Mm,
Westworld. Just had a few just minor nitpicks. Not really anything that I can put my tongue on, but like just not the best that I've seen of Westworld. But overall, great setup for the finale. Definitely one of the better ones of the season out of a great season so far. So yeah, A minus is kind of where I fall. I don't know where I would find the nitpicks exactly, but there are just few
interesting.
that there's been a better episodes this season alone, you know.
I don't know, man. I thought this one was like really up there for me with like some of those others.
I think
Uh,
this one was a lot more.
okay.
I think this one was a lot more action and building up to finally where we're heading. But I feel like the slower reveals of the earlier episodes of the seasons worked better for me.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of agree, George. I mean, I give it a solid A. It was, it was kind of quick paced. It wasn't nothing, uh, you know, too shocking or anticipating. It was just on the road. They were going. They're on the go. Like, you know, everybody, everybody that they came to rescue got rescued. People got murdered. It's just leading up to the next season, pretty much. They about to get that rolling, ball rolling. So I'm excited.
Yeah.
Excited.
Season finale next week. Then no more Westworld for I don't know. It could be the last season. Like
I think they're gonna put do one more.
I think they said that there's one more. I still need to check, but I'm not 100% sure.
I guess we'll see, man. Like you never know. But until next time, folks, we appreciate you guys tuning in. Remember to like and subscribe somewhere on your page. There will be a button eventually when this guy that I'm sure be pointing to is Jordy. If not, he's down here or up there, maybe over there. But
Mm.
thanks for tuning into the Critic Corp and our Westworld review. Y'all have a great one. See you next week.
Bye.
Everyone.